Sound like Paris.
Where I'd rather
remember
be right
us
now.
in Paris?
Hello, everybody.
Those stairs.
Yes, I remember us in
Are we
Paris.
live?
We are live.
Oh my gosh. It's so weird not being here with you, Terrah. It's weird.
I know. It's very, very weird.
Hi, Terrah.
Nobody's on yet. I think they just went live on Facebook. Okay. I'm going to fix the banner because I haven't fixed that because I was in here. Yep, they're logging in now. Hello, everybody. We're not in the same place today. Sorry, guys. We are in different parts of the world because Terrah was too tired to do anything, to drive anywhere else. But we're happy that you guys are on, and thank you very much for always joining in. And they're logging in. You know what, guys? Babette, you want to say the name of the show first?
Welcome to another episode of Sunday Bites and Tidbits. I'm Chef Babette, and that's
Terrah Bennett-Smith.
There you go.
Well, we welcome you guys for coming in. Wow, our numbers went back up a little bit today. We're trying to figure out because we're very disheartened. Because since we did our
Don't name the show.
Name the show. Our we think that we've been blocked some.
Or what do they call it?
Our numbers are going up a lot today, Babette. So I mean they're up more than what they have been on the last couple of shows. And so we adjusted the name in the on the flyer so it didn't say the same name, trying to see what would happen, because they have literally
censored us.
They censored us.
Yes.
You know, and it's very disheartening because we don't bring anything, you know, but the truth, and it just pissed me off.
It pissed me off too. It hurt my feelings.
Yeah, we were about to say we're not going to do the show anymore. You can't censor us. We are insensible.
No, but it's not even just that. You certainly can't censor us over a topic that is being discussed 24 hours a day,
everywhere,
everywhere. So and nobody said anything wrong. We gave personal opinions as people are doing all over the place. But where's our guest today? Don't we have a guest today?
Yes, we have Tom. Are we live? Yes, we're live, Tom. We have Tom. We have Dara.
Hey, Tom.
We have Jasmine Jones.
Hey,
good
Jasmine.
evening. Alicia. We have Jazzy Davis, Star Muse. We have Stacy Quinton, Cinquetta De Luca. Oh my God!
But I was talking about our guest. I'm glad you got all them folks.
Well,
I can't see none of them.
We want to say hi to everybody. You know, next time you need to come on this way, Babette, and then you can. But you're not gonna do all that, so forget it. You'll be sitting there. No, I know that's right. No. No, I'm
not gonna do it. You know.
No. Oh, our numbers are back up, Babette. Look, they're back in the hundreds.
That's because you put a fake name down there.
I tricked them.
You tricked them, Terrah.
Mofos.
Look at what I have.
What is that?
Look at what I have. Look at me trying to turn it the right way. It's from Trader Joe's. It's like beer. You're stuck, Terrah. You're not moving. Terrah, move. Terrah, where'd you go? Terrah, you are stuck. Oh, okay, you got stuck, honey.
Yeah, we all were stuck.
I wasn't stuck. I was talking and drinking and everything.
Well, I missed all that because all of a sudden it just started spinning around and spinning around and spinning around. But anyway, yeah, we're in the hundreds. Well, anyway, we welcome you guys. Thank you so much. Okay, we're going to ask a survey. We so enjoy and love coming on this show and being live with you guys. But there was a part of us that feels like, you know, maybe we should just tape the shows. Don't yell at us. Don't yell.
So what you want them to tell you?
Well, if they would, you know, if we took the show off Facebook and just did it on YouTube and do tape shows, would it be the same for you guys? Because, you know,
of course not.
I know.
How could it ever be the same? They're not with us. We're all together right now. We're like family. Like Tom is like my brother. Come on.
I know, Tom. We couldn't even. What would we do without Tom? Somebody said no. So there you go.
Somebody said no.
No, I love the live shows. No, keep live. Okay,
I
Babette.
love the live shows too.
We have to do the live shows. Sorry, we were trying to run away.
We weren't gonna run away. We were mad at Facebook though.
We were mad. They were like hurting our feelings.
We were hurt.
Yeah, no, we want interaction. We love seeing you live. Okay, well, Babette, we got outvoted.
That was quick.
That was quick.
Oh, you silly Terrah.
Anyway, we thank you all for tuning in, and whatever we did to get our numbers back up a little bit, we're gonna keep doing that. So just look for the color of the flyers, guys, because I'm gonna keep the color the same, but I may have to make some adjustments so they don't catch us.
Yeah,
that's right. Can't catch us. But anyway, today, and they said we're more reachable live. Yes, we are. Yeah. We're more reachable. No running away or giving up. Live shows. Cree said no running away or giving up. Live. I'm doing the look that you something. I don't know what that means. Anyway, today I met this young lady on Clubhouse, and she's a young vegan who's an herbalist. And I said, wow, this might be interesting because we get a lot of I love talking to the young people too, Babette. Who found too. Because they're our generation and they're our generation. They're the next generation up. And we have to have some hope. We need hope for what this world's going to be. And I really like to hear a lot of times as to why they made the decision. Did you? You guys, I'm going to post a link if I can figure out how to do it.
The 111-year-old man?
111-year-old man.
Oh, my God.
And he looks 70-something.
Yes, he does.
He is physically, he looks incredible. He's walking by himself. I was like, whoa. He said he's been a vegan all of his life. And he said he had the key to he believes is olive oil. He says his key is olive oil. Now, I don't know what that means.
It's his lifestyle. The key is his lifestyle. That's what it is. It's the olive oil, the veganism, it's all of that.
Yeah. So, but if I can figure out how to post the link, I will. He looks incredible. So there's something for all of us to look forward to that at 111, you don't have to be pushed around in a thing. I have a girlfriend of mine. Truly,
isn't that what we're really talking about? We're not really, we're pushing quality of life, you guys. It's not so much, I can't say it enough that we have become such a superficial society and that right now you want to look past the outside. Right. And you want to have the good quality of life so you can experience this beautiful thing called life without suffering. And that's more important than what somebody looks like. I'm going to tell the story of the person that called my job today. I got to tell them that.
Yeah. We got a couple of minutes to talk before we bring on our guest.
Okay.
But the other thing, I was talking to a friend of mine today who I went to high school with. And as I'm talking to her, and she was just telling me all the different foods that she makes and eat in a day. And I don't preach anything to anyone. I believe that, you know how I eat. I've eaten this way since 79. And if you want to eat the way you eat, but when you do tell me something, I'm going to say, well, maybe you might want to take this out. Maybe you might want to take this out. And I'm talking to her and she's sweating. She's going, I don't know what's going on with me. I don't know what's going on. And then she started, she kept saying, I was like, are you okay? It was like whatever she's putting in her body has got her body doing all like this. But she keeps eating the same thing. She scared the crap out of me.
What was that?
I don't want to say her name on live.
Well, you shouldn't, but what was wrong with her?
She don't know. She needs to go get herself checked out because something is going on inside her body with all of this stuff that she eats. She eats a lot of sugar, obviously a lot of meat, and she was making this for that person. But it's almost like I had to get names of people to just in case something happened. But we don't. And as much as I tell her, change your diet, please. What are you going to do when people don't, they'd rather, I don't know if they'd rather suffer. I don't get it, but whatever. Anyway, what story you want to tell them? We're going to bring in our guest.
I'm in shock about that lady you just got through talking about.
You know what? She was having a mini stroke. That's what I thought.
That's not good.
Yes, because she was really just, she kept saying, I just want, 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 I just want.
Are you sure she did that?
No, I was like, are you okay? I kept calling the name, and then she said, and then she goes, I want to lay down and go to sleep right now. I said, do not go to sleep. Get up and walk around. And she was fine after like about 5 minutes. But the diet, the stuff that she tells me that she eats is scary. It's scary.
What she eat?
Everything.
What? Chitlins?
Everything. No, everything. And she'll eat it all in one, and then I made this, and then I made that, and then I'm having some bread pudding, and I'm making some sweet potato pie. Yeah. He says she's going to have a full stroke in a few weeks. Well, we're going to get on the doctor tomorrow. But anyway,
who said that?
Jeffrey, she might have been she might have been tripping. Tom, only Tom.
Tom is crazy.
Tom, what? We have to go live
Tom
again.
Say that?
Tom.
Might have been tripping.
You might have been tripping. But anyway, let's bring in our guest, and then when we're done, you can tell your story. How's that? So today we have Tatiana An'Parise, and she is a vegan. She's an herbalist. She's going to tell us something about the herbs that she studies and worked on. Let's just bring her on. We talked a little bit longer today.
Let's just learn something.
Let's learn something. Hey,
honey.
How are you? Hey. Can you squish down? Yeah, because your head is at the top of the camera.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, beautiful.
How are you?
Thank you. I'm good. How are you guys?
I'm good. You're looking cuter. You are. On Facebook, I met her on Clubhouse, so I don't know what she looked like. But she's just as cute as a button.
Thank
you.
Now, where are you based, Tatiana? Where are you based?
I'm based in Miami, Florida.
Oh, so it's late there. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello from Scotland. Hey, Scotland's in the house.
Yes.
Can the three of us come to Scotland? So tell us about yourself. Tell us, okay, so you're vegan. How long have you been vegan?
I've been vegan for a year and a half now. Full vegan.
What made you change?
Well, what really made me change is just kind of like wanting to just have better health overall.
But why did you think veganism would do it?
Because the food, like I have been having, honestly, a lot of like problems with my gut health. And I had tried like detoxing and different things. And I'm like, okay, maybe I need to try to like cut out the meat, especially dairy. I had already partially like cut out dairy, but I hadn't fully cut it out. So I was just like, maybe I need to do that. And, I kind of intuitively fell into it, honestly. It wasn't like, oh, I need to just do this. It was kind of like I just followed like what my body like kind of told me it wanted to do. And everyone's like, oh, it's going to be hard. And, but I did it for my health. And I knew that I wanted better health for myself. So to me, that was like the best reward. And I definitely felt a difference when I started going vegan. So and I stuck with it. Yeah.
Now, I don't want to ask you your age, but because you're young, what is your age-ish?
I can tell you my age. I don't mind.
Okay, how old are you, sweetie?
I'm 28.
Okay, my God, you look about 19.
She looks like so young.
I know. So do you still live with your family or do you live by yourself?
Yeah, I live with my family, my son. Yeah.
Oh, your mom family or yours?
My son's family right now.
That don't make no sense.
That don't make no sense. Your son's husband, son's father.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. I'm not married, so
okay.
Boyfriend. But
I got you. You said your son's family. I'm like, your son got a family without you. That's interesting. How you did that one? We want to know about that. He thought you were a teenager too.
Oh my gosh.
Tom said he thought you were a teenager. I thought maybe even a little younger.
Oh no, he's 3.
Okay.
He's 3. Yeah.
Okay. So you live with a group of people now. How is that transitioning into veganism for you?
I cook for myself. I don't wait for anyone to cook for me, so that's not really an issue.
Good.
Yeah, and I don't eat out. like that because I mostly cook. So and you can't really eat out when you're vegan that much, you know.
It's kind of hard because you can't
Yeah.
trust everybody.
Well, and it also depends on what part of the world you live in.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I don't know how many vegan restaurants are out in Florida, but here, you know, I just found another one down the block from me called Jam and Vegan, Babette.
Really?
You know, so there's so many that you can find, but other places it makes it a little bit harder.
Yeah, and in Miami, they're slowly popping up more and more. It's becoming like a thing down here, but I don't think it's this much. Where are you guys located?
Los Angeles.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
LA has vegan restaurants on every corner, so
pretty much, yeah. So did you get pushback from anyone in the house where you are now?
I mean, you know, people make jokes.
Like, would you eat lettuce today?
Yeah, like, what are you doing? You're gonna go outside and eat the grass or something? But but I mean, I know why I'm doing it, and I'm solid in my decision. So, you know, people try to tempt you. I'm like, I'm way past that point. I've been a year and a half now, so I'm way past you tempting me into eating meat. Like, so
are you the vegan that tries to convert people, or are you the vegan that just kind of lets people do their thing?
At first, I was definitely the
converter, right? That's the way it always starts.
Yeah.
You're always in everybody's plate to the point where they be like, don't invite her.
Right.
Please.
Yeah. I was definitely that person, but then I slowly learned, that's not.
No, it's not. You can't do people like that.
What about your son?
He at home, I cook for him vegan, but he goes to school and they feed him. So I don't really, like, at first I was trying to like, oh, he needs to eat certain things, but they were telling me like other kids are eating, you know, something and he doesn't have it. So I kind of like, I'm trying not to be as, like super crazy
uptight.
About that. Yeah. So when he's in school, he eats, you know, whatever the other kids, but I'll bring him like dairy-free yogurt because they eat yogurt and things like that. So
well, and you know, I have 3 kids, and none of my kids, they all, you know, I would make sure if there was a hot dog day, I brought in some veggie dogs, you know, just so they felt like they were part of things. And if you know, because you know, but and it was never real. Well, my kids went to school. You had to bring lunch anyway, so they wouldn't eat the lunchroom lunch regardless. They hated the lunchroom lunch, so I had to prepare stuff like that. So, how did you get into herbs and things? Now, tell me about the herbs.
Really, like, so interesting to be so young.
I know. How did that transition happen?
Well, it started with motherhood for me. I remember when I was pregnant, I had like a natural birth and everything. I had a midwife. And she kind of was just talking to me about herbs. And I don't know, it's just like I found like an interest slowly. I remember when I was like about, you know, like a week before my labor, she's like, oh, drink this raspberry leaf tea. And literally the day after I went into labor because I had, and I know it was because of the tea, like, because I started feeling like after I drank the red raspberry leaf. And, you know, like after that, my son's grandma, she's Haitian, so they have this like bath that they do when after you have a baby postpartum, and they like use the different leaves and things like that. And this was honestly like kind of new to me, because my mom never like used herbs or anything like that, and I don't know, I just kind of fell into like doing research, and I'm like, oh, what herbs can work for this? What herbs can work for that? And even with my son, when I used to have to take care of him when he gets sick and things like that, like I would kind of like introduce herbs into that as well as foods, natural foods. And
so what kind of herbs, like when your son, wait, I just have to share this real quick, and then I have a question for you. Tom is about the craziest guest we have.
Tom is crazy.
My family still gives me a hard time. They're all obese and smell like Ben Gay.
And smell like Ben Gay.
Lord.
There is nothing like the smell of Ben Gay. It never goes away. It lingers for days. It is hilarious. Anyway, I just have to share that.
Tom is crazy. Oh my God.
Someone just said, so beautiful. I love listening to how you follow your intuition, Tatiana.
Thank
That's
you.
very good. Yeah, because a lot of people, like my girlfriend, for instance, I was just talking about, you know, she goes, I know I need to do something. But when?
She sounds addicted, though. She sounds addicted to food, Terrah, your
Yes,
girlfriend.
she says she is.
Yeah.
But you know, but when you get to a certain point, like you, Tatiana, when you said something's wrong, and you don't try to go in and figure out what it is to make it better, then I don't know.
You do know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So you started doing herbs. Like, what are some of the herbs that you would use for your son that you discovered that, and how did you discover that they actually helped him? Because it's different in your body when you could tell, because you could feel the difference. So unless your son just automatically feels better, you're not sure if this thing is working. What are some of the things that you discovered for your son?
Well, when he was super little, I remember the first time he got sick, he was like around 7 months. So, and I was breastfeeding. So I really started with the herbs through my breast milk. He had like a cough. Like I remember this because it was so scary for me. And he had a fever. And I did my research and I found like yarrow, which is really great for fevers, and also thyme is good for coughs. So I drank that, and I just did like a light bit and let it go through my breast milk. And then I also gave him, I made onion. I don't know if you guys have heard of, like, onions are good for like antiviral and things like that. But I just mixed onion and water and like gave it to him as like medicine. And the next day he was like, his fever was gone. So I don't know. It was more of an observation. I couldn't tell if that was what had caused it. But as a mother, I don't know. It's just you have that connection, so you kind of are able to see what's working and what's not.
Well, also when they get better, you can tell.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
Wow,
to
that's
me,
interesting.
when that happened, when he was better, I didn't give him any Tylenol or anything like that. They were like, give him Tylenol. I'm like, I don't want to suppress his fever because it may be helping him to heal from whatever it is, whatever virus. So I just.
How do you like?
Yeah.
So that means
You're
you were
so
26.
young.
You were
I
26
know.
then. Hey,
Yeah.
Gwen, real quick. Gwen says hi. She's watching and from Arkansas with her mom, Gwen.
Hey, Gwen.
Hi, Gwen.
Yeah. Hey, Gwen. So wait a minute, Tatiana. So it baffles me sometimes how
No.
some people just can make sense of something and somebody else just can't. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't want to, just understanding that the cold and the fever was releasing something from his body. You know, most people, just that understanding at a very young age. How did you what? Help me understand you so we can clone you.
I don't know. I'm a super nerd, honestly. And I did a lot of research while I was pregnant, actually, on vaccines, on different things, like how to kind of avoid. So I kind of already had like certain knowledge of certain things. And I went super deep into that because I really wanted to make the right decision about vaccination for him. So I researched like flu, for example. He actually had flu twice. He had flu A and flu B. I researched that, what are alternatives to flu, like flu remedies and things like that. And I don't know. I feel like it was very intuitive though. That's the only thing I could say, because there was a lot of pressure, especially with his fevers. Like his grandma, of course, was like, he needs to take Tylenol. He needs to, certain things. And I'm like, I just, as a mother, it's like, all right, he's good. Like, I know that he's not, this is not gonna take him under or anything like that, and actually after that happened, I know when he's about to get sick. Like I can tell a day before when he's about, so just really just observing. I don't know. I really don't know how I just stood so strong in that, because that is a very scary moment. But again, I don't know. The intuition for me was everything.
Yeah. We love
Tom.
Tom is so funny. My mom is still trying to give me aspirin. I think she wants to point. Tom is our Ed McMahon. He's our comedy relief. Mothering instincts. Oh, let's see what Lisa answers something. Just see what people have to say. She says, mothering instincts. My babies are now 13 and 10 and have never had pharmaceutical medication, all natural.
I
Wow.
think that's excellent.
That's awesome.
That's
It
excellent.
is.
Yeah.
You know,
Because
the problem I have with medication, most of it is toxic. It has side effects, some kind of side effects. And if you can go into something more natural for your child, it's so much better, I think.
Mm-hmm.
and it's, but you know, as when you're going through the whole thing as a parent, it is very scary at the moment. So you want to do something that you
Right.
think will just relieve it right away because it's scary. However, you, Tatiana, took the precautions beforehand. So it wasn't like you're going to try to learn it while the kid is sick. You already had some things that you knew to do because you prepared yourself. And that's the part, is when the kid is already sick, you're petrified because you don't want them to be sick, you know? And so tell us some of your go-to, what you do, like some of your go-to herbs that people have.
Because to be so young and be into herbs like that, that's very interesting.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so tell us. So you guys get your pens out because Tatiana's going to school us on some herbs that we can get.
Terrah,
So if you
you
have
so busy.
I know I got a lot going on here.
You got a lot going on.
I have black licorice. I wanted a piece.
Oh, is that what's happening?
Oh.
Okay. Please, Tatiana.
Okay.
Tell us.
Is it herbs for like kids when they're sick? Because
Whatever kind of herbs
No,
that
just
you
herbs. Just like the first ones that you got on that you were like, oh, okay, this stuff works.
Okay, so definitely yarrow. That's like one main herb that I use, especially with fevers. Because what I learned about fevers is that they're not bad for the body.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're actually helping the body to, get rid of the bacteria or virus.
It's the burn off. It's the burn off. Can
Exactly.
I'm so glad you said that, because I'm gonna tell you what I thought during the I'm 70. So during the period of time that
70?
women, I'm 70.
What?
During the period of time that people go through menopause.
You didn't see her all over the internet, honey, with her bathing suit pictures.
But no, seriously, check this out. So during menopause, let me tell you the things that
You just wait a minute, hold on, Babette. Let Tatiana catch up with herself.
Wait, I did not know that. I never, I was looking at your website, but I didn't see your age or anything. I don't know if I overlooked that, but
it don't matter. It don't matter.
Yeah,
but check this out. So when I was going through menopause, let me tell you the times that I would have hot flash. I would have a hot flash. I was a flight attendant at a time. I would have a hot flash every takeoff, every landing, every time the altitude changed. I would have a hot flash if I drank wine. I would have a hot flash if I ate refined sugar. I would have a hot flash if I ate cooked food. I understood at that point what made sense to me was the human body at that age, because most of us slow down during that period of time that we're going through menopause. We're not as active as we used to be. So what the body does is automatically burns off the poison when it gets toxic. Anything to the refined sugar, the alcohol, anything, cooked food, it was all considered toxic. And I would go into a heating up it, and I felt like that's exactly what was happening. It was burning off
the same exact things that would set off my hot flash.
Really?
I had them for 2 seconds.
Yeah, I didn't have them long either. My hot flashes came and went real quick.
I was like, first of all, I don't have time for this.
Me either. I didn't have time for it either. I hated it. But go ahead, Tatiana. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Yarrow's one thing. I'm writing them down. Go ahead.
Yeah, yarrow. And I just want to kind of speak on it so people understand. It's not a fever suppressant, but it helps the fever to be more effective in burning off whatever it is, the virus or bacteria. And because a lot of people, they want to get rid of the fever, but it's not necessary. There are cases where yes, a fever is bad, but for the most part, a fever isn't. Also, holy basil, Tulsi. That one is great for just overall maintenance of your health, your immune system. I use that when I'm blending, I always use that as a base or somewhere in there. chamomile is great for kids.
But wait,
as well.
when you're blending what?
When I make like herbal blends, because I
Okay.
usually like blend a couple of herbs.
Okay.
And that's holy basil.
Yeah, holy basil. It's
And
also
that's
called Tulsi.
Cause spell that.
Tulsi.
Oh, Tulsi. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's good for what, honey?
It's good for like immunity, like your immune health. It's good for a number of things. But overall, that's what I've kind of used it for, just for maintenance, basically. Chamomile is also great for kids as well. Kids, adults, anybody. Is very gentle, very calming. And it's something that I use for my son. Like whenever he gets sick, especially, I take him a bath with chamomile tea, and it helps him to relax and like kind of just fall asleep like after he gets out of the tub. So I highly recommend that, especially for little ones. What's another one? Raspberry leaf. I mentioned that one before. It's a really great one for menstrual health. And for me, I used to have really bad I had dysmenorrhea. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but I would have like really terrible cramps every time my cycle came on, and I would throw up. I would like have different things, and ever since I started incorporating that, even after I had my son, I haven't had that issue.
What's the name of it again?
Raspberry leaf.
Oh, the raspberry leaf. Okay.
And I also do steams with it, amongst other herbs. And what's another one? Mugwort.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a different. It's also great.
Can you spell that? Spell that for me, honey.
MUGWORT.
Mugwort. Okay. And what is that? What is that good for?
So it's great for women's health. It's also, if people are like into the esoteric type stuff, it is good for lucid dreaming as well. And just making your dreams more like for your recall, basically, of memorizing your dreams and things like that. That's one that I kind of keep on hand as well. What's another one? Honeysuckle. I actually did research on honeysuckle, and I found that in China they were doing studies on the effectiveness against the SARS COVID, which is different from the COVID that's going on right now. But I gave a couple of friends like that were afraid of like catching COVID or whatever, and I included that in the blend. And one of my friends, she actually had COVID, and she took the tea, and I made sure I put like the honeysuckle in there. It is a very powerful antiviral for sure.
Endometriosis.
Do you know anything that's good for endometriosis?
Yes. For endometriosis, I would say anything that would help with like women's health. Raspberry leaf, yarrow, mugwort, red clover. Red clover would probably be a really great one for the endometriosis for sure.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
So have you thought about becoming an herbalist? Is that on your list of things to do?
Yeah, I'm actually in school for it right now.
Oh,
good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm very impressed by you, young lady. I know, and you're so young. So what are some of the things that you've learned to make? Somebody said, well, let's go through some of the questions first, and then we'll come back. Oh my God, from Scotland to Florida. I'm in Port St. Louis, Florida, and I love Aztec Cameron. Okay, I'm not sure what that's saying. Garlic in the socks. That was a go-to when my daughter was small for fever. Oh, I tried that once. Put onions in my socks. Somebody said it pulls out the toxins.
Yeah, I've tried that as well.
Okay, I'll have to check them out. Okay, no, let's see. Wow, you look okay. No, that's about your age. Let's scroll down. I love that info about depression. How did you deal with it, Babette? I'll tell you what I did. I cut out those foods.
Well, I would stay away of. I'd keep my distance from all of those things. Now, when I was flying, every takeoff, I knew when we were going down, because I could feel the hot flash coming. But when it came to, I didn't have to drink wine. I did not have to eat sugar. I just knew the triggers and I would stay away from them. Now, I had a girlfriend that had hot flashes so bad, she wound up going to a Chinese herbalist, and he put together an herbal. I mean, hers was so bad, she told me she wanted to commit suicide.
Wow.
Palms of her hands sweating. She was absolutely miserable. And this Chinese herbalist put together some herbs, baby, and she ain't had a hot flash since.
Yes, the power of herbs.
I know that's where she went, to a Chinese herbalist, and he hooked her up. She was miserable. She was soaking wet, having to sit in front of a fan for hours.
Wow.
Yeah, she was miserable. Chinese herbalist.
Yeah, herbs are amazing.
That used to be our medicine. My grandfather, my mother's father, they called him an herbalist in North Carolina. That's what he did. He was the herbal doctor in North Carolina. I'm so glad you're doing this. I am so very glad you're doing this. In terms of, I have a problem with allopathic medicine because of the side effects.
Yeah.
That's my issue with it.
Blue Rain has a question. Blue Rain, write it in the comments, and then we'll try to get to it. What's good for fibroids?
That's Sharon Rainey.
Yeah, I know.
Blue Rain. Okay, what's good for fibroids? Is that what we're trying to say?
Yeah, I guess that's what she's trying to say.
I can't. Can you repeat that? I didn't.
What's good for fibroids?
Oh, okay. For fibroids, red clover.
So many women have fibroids.
Yeah. Red clover. I know that black cohosh is one that I've heard about for fibroids. I'm not really sure as far as experience with having someone take that, but that's what I've heard. Again, raspberry leaf. Again. There's another herb that's on my head, but I can't.
And guys, just know, do your own research. This is, you know, don't be calling back saying we're suing you because we told you to take something, you start shaking and falling on the floor. Do your research and get yourself checked beforehand. You know,
Terry, you crazy.
I know, because you know, people come back and say, I shook, I fell on the floor and rolled over and fell off the bridge.
That's Terrah. She writes movies. That's where she goes all the time. She done created something falling on the floor.
Well, we gotta make sure
got
you
a whole
guys
story.
Do your own research. How about that? Just do your research.
You should always.
And check and go find an herbalist. You know, I mean, how long before you're out of school, Tatiana? When are you out of school?
I'll be out in April. But then I'm continuing. Okay. Yeah, I'm continuing. Yeah, so.
You're what?
So in May, you can look up Tatiana.
Yeah, come back.
She'll be done in April.
And if they're against maybe taking, I mean, herbs. This is a disclaimer. This is not medical advice or anything like that. But herbs overall are safe. Now there are herbs that are toxic. Not necessarily toxic, but don't agree with the body or certain body types. But if you're against maybe taking herbs, if you have fibroids, you can definitely yoni steam. And honestly, the simplest herbs, you can use chamomile, you can use yarrow, raspberry leaf, and mugwort is also a really great one to use in your yoni steams, and motherwort. So there's mugwort and motherwort. Those two are really great to get rid. And I have someone that actually, she's not my cousin, but I call her my cousin, but she had fibroids and she's done the yoni steams and her fibroids have shrunken. So
very good.
Yeah, that's definitely, you know, if you don't want to drink it, just do a steam.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, here's Blue Rain's question. I'm still releasing asthma, but I'm still using my inhaler here and there. Are there any suggestions for some herbs to replace the inhaler?
Okay. So with asthma,
and you, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Are you a vegan? Do you eat dairy? And I'm only asking about the dairy because my son also had asthma, and once he removed the dairy,
that can also,
it was like inhaler.
But I know that's true. I had asthma too, and once the dairy's gone, the asthma goes.
Yeah, it left. It left completely, and we haven't even ordered an inhaler. Mm-hmm. But go ahead, Tatiana.
Terrah, why are you moving so much?
Am I moving a lot?
Ooh, baby. Yes. Yeah, the
What about
microphone is like
no? That's this thing. That's just this thing.
no,
What
but it's
about
you
herbal
moving too.
ABD?
Anyway,
Okay,
go ahead and
still.
answer Blue Rainy's question.
Yeah, so for respiratory health, specifically for, I would say for asthma as well, I would recommend Ella Campaign. It's spelled ELECAMPANE, and you can research that herb. It's really great for respiratory health, as well as plantain leaves, thyme,
Plantain?
plantain leaves.
Really?
Could you spell
Yeah.
it again? Spell it again for me.
ELE.
Yeah, CAM.
N as in Nancy or M as in Michael?
M as in Mary.
Okay.
PA, N as in Nancy, E as in Edward.
Okay. For respiratory.
Yeah, and also look into linden root as well. I haven't really worked with that one a lot, but I've heard a lot about the linden being really great for like respiratory health as well. And mullein.
Wow.
I almost forgot. Mullein is like one of the main ones for respiratory.
Mullein. Oh, I've heard a lot about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wow. Okay.
I can remember. Check it out. I was with Sharon before, and I think Sharon had to share her inhaler with me before. I was around at Brenda Lee's house, and Brenda had that cat there. And that cat, my chin started itching, my chest started locking up, I started wheezing. Yeah, the asthma's no joke.
Yeah.
Ooh, acid reflux. Combine your food right, boo. That's a food combination thing. You can get rid of that just through food combinations. Anyway, go ahead with the herbs after they done already combined wrong.
Is maca root good for menopause symptoms as well? I've never used maca root for any type of women's health. I have had it, but I'm honestly not sure if it's specifically for that.
And someone wants to know what's good for diabetics.
So you would want to get herbs that focus on like blood, red clover again. Red clover for diabetics. I would just say red clover. That's the only one that I could think of. And nettle leaf. Look into red clover and nettle leaf for diabetes. And overall, with diabetes is definitely also your diet.
Definitely.
Yeah. So if your diet is still not up to par, then the herbs you're gonna be basically working against yourself. So
yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm doing better, right? But I'm not moving.
But it's almost weird now. It's almost like I need you to go back to the way you were, because now I'm like, I don't know if I like it now. I don't know. You just can't satisfy me. But okay, so I love Linda's question, but the one with the because I jumped in and interrupted. If there is an herb for acid reflux, but my point is, for something like acid reflux, normally that has to do with our eating and how we choose to eat and what foods we choose to eat together. So if we don't have to take a medicine or an herb for acid reflux, and all we have to do is practice combining our food properly, you won't have to deal with acid reflux, because trust me, I was the acid reflux queen. Every time I ate, I had that. It was horrible. You should never have to medicate yourself after you eat. Eating should be a very natural occurrence, and you should be able to digest your food without having to go through a change or have some pink pill or some pink stuff to drink just because your food is not digesting properly. Get the book Fit for Life by Harvey or Marilyn Diamond, or go on Google now. Why is proper food combining important? And trust me, once you learn to combine your food, the acid reflux will go away after you eat. I can almost, I don't want to guarantee that, but I can almost guarantee it. Anyway, let's deal with the 71-year-old vegan.
Oh, okay, yeah. And she's postmenopausal, hot flashes.
Wow.
And that C-section menopause that I can't seem to lose. What herb should I look into? Definitely look into Mugwort. Forget, she said she's 71. Yeah, Mugwort. You also can look into Mugwort and yarrow. Those three I always recommend for most anything that has to do with your reproductive health. They're powerful. And if you, like I said, if you don't want to drink any tea, you can always steam as well.
Interesting.
And guys, remember, the Tatiana graduates in, what is this, almost March, April next month, technically 2 months. I'm gonna put her information in here because she'll be looking for people, clients. Utilize her services. Don't come on our show and we give you free information, but we also want you to support the people who we bring on. If this is a young lady who's starting a business, so these are great questions, but she'll be able to, help you on your journeys. So make sure that we're gonna put your information in, and you can come back and look at the comments. Why don't I just do it now too, Tatiana?
Yeah, so that's a good idea.
What is your how can people contact you?
Like email, I could give them my email address. So
okay.
It would be
Tatiana An'Parise.
So it's basically my
one second, honey. Herbalist.
Yeah. And you can also follow me on Instagram at Tatiana.An'Parise. It's the same thing.
Tatiana.An'Parise. Is this your email?
Oh, I was saying my email.
That was right there was her IG.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's the same thing. It's Tatiana.An'Parise@gmail.com as well.
Without the hyphen, without the apostrophe little thing up top, right?
Yeah, without that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So she's just basically the same name everywhere. Yeah. So you guys make sure you write this down because if you have kids or anything, she's a mother who's put her son through, helping her son. Yeah. And she would be able to help a lot of you guys without having to go through the, Western medicine and things like that. So let's talk. Well, we have so many questions. I'm sorry, sweetie. I was trying to, I'm going to put your IG here real quick. And then IG, is it the same on Facebook or just IG?
Yeah, I don't use Facebook. I don't even know.
Yeah, that's right. Those young people don't use Facebook. That's for the old folks.
Oh, you did not say that.
But ain't it true?
It's sort of true.
My daughter has a Facebook page, and I don't even know what's the point. She had it set at G. I'm sorry. Hold on. It's taking me a second. Tatiana.An'Parise.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This is .An'Parise on IG. Okay, cool. So everybody has that. All right.
So
now let's go back to some other questions. Hypertension. What we got?
I can't hear you. You guys are like going in and out.
Okay. Hypertension.
Oh, hypertension. That's one that nothing comes to mind. What exactly is hypertension? Because I'm not. Is that when you have high blood pressure or something?
Something like that. It's that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. I think it has to do with your pressure. Let's look it up.
Yeah, I have my book right here too.
Okay. Yeah, why don't you check it out?
Yeah, we don't have. Let's keep moving. We'll come back to that because we have so many people asking so many questions, and you're not a doctor technically, so we're gonna give you the best we can. What's good for eye disease?
It's high blood pressure. High blood pressure is hypertension.
Glaucoma or
it is high blood pressure. Okay.
Cornea disease. Anything for the eyes.
Yes.
Now, let me tell you something. Mm-hmm. Let me just say this real quick. I remember when we were on the choir, Babette, and we were sitting there one day, and people were saying, wait till you turn 40, your eyes are going to go bad. Everybody said, wait. These glasses aren't even glasses. They're just for show. I can still read and see long as the print is in teensy. I can see all my signs.
But so Terrah, that's you. Mine did go bad at 40.
I know. So did it go bad at 40?
As soon as I turned 40, it was like I was a flight attendant. I would get sleepy on my overnights because I always read books on my layovers. And I started noticing that I just couldn't use my eyes like I normally, and I had 20/20. So it was 40 for me, Terrah.
Wow. No, I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying, that's what people told me. But what would you suggest to strengthen the eyes? Like, most people, especially now with the computers and everything,
Right.
need it to be able to.
Yeah.
This is the first little thing I bought.
What is
Your
that,
heart.
Terrah? What
It's
is
a
it?
speaker.
It is the noisiest damn little speaker I ever heard in my life, Terrah.
And
I
I
want
don't
you
know how
to
to
know that. Terrah, it's great, Terrah.
I'm turning it off.
Bad.
I'm
Who is
scared.
bad,
I'm scared.
Terrah?
I know it is, but I'm scared to turn it off in the middle because I don't know if you'll lose me.
Terrah,
Okay, but go ahead.
But let me tell you what it sounds like, Terrah. It sounds like that.
It sounds like I can hear
keep
it.
hearing the little noise.
Okay, I'm gonna hide it. Maybe it'll be better down here. Actually, it's not. Okay, so what's good for glaucoma?
Okay, so for eye health, you can research bilberry. It's spelled BILBERRY. Also, eye bright.
Eye bright. I remember eye bright.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Eye bright. I mean, it's EYE bright BRIGHT. And if you have never had surgery, I will also look into. It's a plant medicine. It's called Sananga. There's a brand called Upful Blends. They carry it. It's a powerful plant medicine. It doesn't give you any like hallucinogen type things, but it is an energetic medicine, and it's focused more so on inner vision. And I've actually used it because I have myopia, which is like nearsightedness, and it has improved it, but my myopia is very extreme, so I have to go through like a couple of sessions with it, but I've definitely seen a difference from using it. So yeah, those are the three that I would say to look into. I don't want to say to try it, but definitely do your research.
So we are winding down, guys, and there's a whole pile of other questions here, and unfortunately we can't get them all answered. But I will say, sisters, let's just see this last one that's just come in. I'm sorry if we didn't get everyone. Do they teach about using cayenne and turmeric for pressure issues? It works, but can be dangerous if taken too much. It can drastically drop pressure. I know 2 people that use it to assist there.
Yeah, with I know with turmeric it does thin the blood. So that can be an issue for some people. And cayenne, any spice is going to like agitate the blood. So but overall if you do it in moderation, I don't see why it would cause any. You just can't overdo anything, of course.
Anything. So someone wants me to put the can you type that in about the eyes? So can you tell me about the eyes again so I can type it in?
Yeah, bilberry, BI.
Hold on one second. Eyes, herbs for eyes. For eyes. Use at your discretion.
Yes.
Okay. Now what berry?
Bilberry.
Yeah.
Spell it.
BIL BERRY. And then the other one was eye bright. And the last one was Sananga.
Oh, that.
But the brand, because this is coming from like the Amazon, so the brand that I recommended was Upful Blends, which she's pretty popular. So
wait a minute, I'm sorry. Are you talking about eye bright or the other one?
The Sananga.
The other one.
And spell Sananga for me because you're not coming. I turned off this mic. I can barely hear you.
Okay, it's S as in Sam, A as in Apple, N as in Nancy, A as in Apple, N as in Nancy, GA.
And you said the brand is called
Upful, UPFUL Blends.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know what? You were wonderful, my darling. I mean, you were
you were informative.
And people, make sure you follow her. Go online and follow her because I'm sure that I don't know, I don't type, but I'm sure there'll be things on there that they can learn from you on a regular basis. Correct?
Correct. Yeah, I have been on a hiatus from social media. But I am, because I've just been focusing on my brand and getting that ready so that I can be in position by the time I graduate and everything to like serve. But you can always write me. I always check on there. So if you message me, I'll message back. And I'll also be posting some content pretty soon. I don't want to say when, but
So
some
are you,
more informative.
what is your business going to be called? Is it Tatiana An'Parise?
No, it's SAKURA Muse. That's the name of it.
Say it
And
again, one more time.
Sakura, like the flower, Sakura.
Oh yes, SAKURA Muse. I saw that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
and I'm gonna have different herbal
Because
teas
that's a
and-
special, that's a separate page, right? That's a
Yeah.
separate Instagram page.
so we
Yeah.
should put
Okay.
that down too.
Yeah, that's
You can,
yeah.
I'm
Because
not really
it
active
was
on
on
there
her
neither,
card. It was on the
Yeah, it's
flyer.
on our. It's also on the flyer, people.
It's on the flyer, yeah.
but my hair.
So what do you
I
want to do?
totally enjoyed you today.
I know.
So-
Thank
God, what a
you.
joy! I learned a few things too.
Me too.
Thank you.
And so leave us with something. What are you going to have tomorrow for breakfast?
So tomorrow I always wake up with tea. Like in the morning, 7 a.m., 8 a.m. And I try because tonight I'm gonna juice. I'm gonna I have some honeydew and I also have some kale. So I'm probably just gonna juice that. I usually just juice whatever I have in my fridge and have that like around 9 a.m. I've been on like a fast, so I haven't been eating before 12. So 12 would be like, I guess it's more of a brunch. What will I have? I haven't planned. But typically what I would eat, typically what I do eat, I like to make like patties out of like chickpeas. I love beet patties, black beans, and I just like to make like, I don't know, different things. Sometimes I'll put it like with cornmeal, or sometimes I'll actually do like a pita sandwich with it and just get creative with it. I don't know if that sounds weird to people, like chickpeas.
It does not.
Yeah, okay, but
Well, I think most of the people who tune in, it's normal for them.
Right.
yeah,
I think everyone sits here and makes up recipes to keep them going, you know?
Right.
yeah, but yeah.
Well, this has been wonderful. It's already 7 o'clock. I mean, gosh.
Yeah, it's been an hour.
You are an old person. Sorry. You're an old soul, darling.
I hear that a lot.
But I just want you to know that I appreciate the fact that you came prepared and you are learning. It's obvious that you are learning something because you were very, very helpful to our guests and for the people that had questions. So that's greatly appreciated because we're basically living to have a good quality of life. We know that longevity has its place, but quality is everything. And so if you don't have to be on man-made chemicals, and you can take what grows right out of the ground, I just think you're in just a better place. And so we really appreciate your knowledge and I'm looking forward to you graduating and being able to really help. Nice.
Well, thank you so much. You guys, let's say thank you to Tatiana.
Thank you,
for
sweetheart.
having me.
Yes, they're coming in. Thank you, Tatiana. Absolutely awesome. Thank you, Tatiana. You're wonderful, sweetie. And God bless you, your beautiful baby. And you stay on your path because
stay on your path.
Right now you're 28, but sooner or later you'll be 70, and then you're gonna move to 111. And you still want to be able to move and run up hills and live life, you know. And the sooner you can probably make that adjustment for your son, the better.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because it'll be
you want to make that adjustment.
Yeah,
you want to be in control of that.
Yeah. The better. You know, it really, having kids who are now older, who are healthy and don't have to do it, you know, it just changes, you know, it just changes everything. But
we really want to say thank you to all of our audience. We missed you guys for the last few weeks. Kara and I were depressed together. We hated that because we enjoy the show just because of you guys. So
Yeah,
thank
we
you
were
so
really
much.
going to shut it down.
Yeah, we're gonna shut it down.
Right before we started, we said, okay, we're gonna finish out and then we're done. We ain't turning on no more. We're gonna do videos, which we still might do, but I guess they said.
But I
no.
just miss the audience. That's the
No,
only
we can't
thing.
do it without them.
I know.
Just be you and I in
Anyway.
the room. Talk about how many more we gotta do. That's
I
what it was.
know. How awful would that be?
Yes, this will be saved. It's on the page. It's always on. You can go to Bites and Tidbits. The show will always be saved. I mean, unless they take them down, but I doubt it because we're getting our people back now. So this is exciting. Thank you, Tatiana. I'm gonna say goodbye to you. Babette, you
Bye,
stay on for a
sweetheart.
second.
Okay.
Oh, before I go, can I recommend a book to everyone?
Yes, of course. And I'm gonna
Surely.
write it down.
Yeah. This book right here.
I've seen that book.
That Nature Cures.
Mm-hmm. And it's by N.H. Hawes.
Hold
This
on.
book is a gold mine for anyone. It teaches you about herbs, about food, just understanding different ailments, and it goes really deep in detail. And it's just amazing.
It's your Bible. It's your
Yeah.
Bible right now, huh?
Yeah, like I recently got it. You see, it's new, but I just skimming through it.
And look how excited she is about that book, too.
I know. I love
I feel
it.
like everyone should just have this as a Bible, especially if
I
you
love
have
it.
health issues. Like it can really help you to really understand.
Did you get the name, Terrah?
Yeah, I typed it in.
Okay, good. Good.
Mhm.
Okay, so Tatiana, next time you talk to me, I'll have a copy.
Okay.
I'm gonna get mine too because I don't get to ask my questions because I'd rather leave them for the guests. But thank you again,
True.
baby. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
All
having
right.
Bye bye. All right, Babette. Well, I guess we can't do any tape shows. We tried.
No, but I appreciate everybody chiming
Me
in
too.
and telling
Yeah.
us what they want, and we're here to give you exactly what you want. So we'll be here for a few more shows, that's for sure.
Okay.
All
well,
right, baby.
thank you everyone for joining us. We're a little over our hour, but we really appreciate all of you as always. And yeah, bye, Babs. I'll see you next week when we can be together. And then maybe I'm missing something next to me. That's why I'm moving so much.
That's what it is. You missing me.
Yeah, because we're usually so tight.
I'm usually punching you in the side.
Because we're so tight, we can't move. And Tom said,
That's
no
true.
tape shows. Okay.
All right, Tom. We missed you too, Tom. All right, you guys, take care.
No, Tom.
Why don't we have Tom on?
Tom.
Would
say
you be
yes.
on the show, Tom?
Tom, will you be on our show? I'm waiting. We're not going to hang up till you say yes. So we got to wait a second for him to catch up to this. And he's got to say yes.
Do you think he left? Do you think he
and if
already
any
got
of you
on?
guys want to come on, let us know. No, Tom's right here. It's just
What
a
you
delay.
eating? Girl,
Look
what
at
you eat? Lord, y'all.
I know. I'm hungry.
And stuck it in her mouth. Oh, Lord. You was a mess today. You need me, child. You need me next to you, girl.
Tom said
Dad.
only live. Well, yes, Tom. We only want you live.
Yeah, are you gonna come on?
I'm gonna Facebook inbox you, and we're gonna set up a time. And if anyone else wants to come on, inbox us at Bites and Tidbits, not on Chef Babette's page. Go to Bites and Tidbits on Facebook. And if you got something you want to share, or something you're launching, or you want us to come on, you have no skills to promote, Tom. It doesn't matter. We will have fun stories. You just be our guest host for the day. How's that?
Tom could just be there and get the little one-liners in. That's
You're
all
not
he
boring,
needs to
Tom.
do.
You be our guest.
You are totally not boring. He is so funny. All right, Terrah, I'm out.
Okay. Bye-bye, everyone.
Love
See you
y'all.
next week.
Bye.
Bye.